There are a lot of ways in which Christianity today looks nothing like Christianity originally. I mean, there are many respects. I mean, original Christianity was Jewish, right? It was, you had to be circumcised, you had to follow dietary laws, you had to follow the Torah. It was Paul who came along later and said, "Oh, Jesus came to me in a dream," essentially, and said he changed his mind about that, transforming Christianity. But it's not how Christianity began. But there are many other ways that even in Paul's time, even Paul's version of Christianity is very different from Christianity today. It's actually probably more like Pentecostal Christianity in the sense that there was speaking in tongues, people were hearing voices, there were spirit communications. If you were to walk into a Christian church back then, you would be creeped out. It'd be really culty and weird. But another aspect of it is some of the weird rituals they had. So, for example, Paul mentions that they were baptizing for the dead, meaning that someone could be baptized on behalf of someone who'd already died before they'd gotten baptized, and therefore you could get them a ticket out of hell and back into heaven, or at least secure the resurrection into paradise in the future. And now we know this is interesting. We know this was a fundamental component of mystery cults before Christianity. We have actual inscriptions, pre-Christian inscriptions, of Bacchic mystery cults, in which they describe baptism for the dead as a thing. So the idea of getting a baptism to secure a good place in the afterlife for someone who died before they'd gone through the initiation rituals, that idea that you could baptize yourself on behalf of a dead person before you, that was a pagan idea. It was a part of the mystery cult. So to see Paul saying just casually that it's a fundamental component of Christianity, he takes it for granted. This is another example of how Christianity is clearly a Jewish version of a mystery religion. They're just borrowing these ideas and Judaizing them. But notably, Christians abandoned that, right? So I would say, except for one exception, Christians aren't baptizing for the dead. They wouldn't accept baptism for the dead anymore. So they're essentially rejecting the earliest Christianity, the original Christianity, even the Christianity accepted by Paul. So Christianity today is not like that. And ironically, Christians will attack the Mormons for being unchristian, for not being real Christians. And yet the Mormons brought back baptism for the dead. So the Mormons, in that one ritual, are actually closer to the original Christian church than the Christians who condemn them as being unchristian. That just gives you an idea of how crazy things have gotten in terms of the madness and confusion of what counts as original Christianity, authentic Christianity.